We usually picture destruction as something loud. An explosion. A sudden crash. A dramatic failure that leaves everything in ruins. But the most dangerous destructive force in the human mind doesn't roar. It whispers. It doesn't break you in a day. It erodes you over years, like water slowly carving away a stone. I'm talking about self-doubt. In today's era of hyperconnectivity, where everyone's highlight reel is broadcasted 24/7 on social media, self-doubt has become a global epidemic. We look at our messy behind the scenes and compare it to everyone else's filtered stage play. But here is the terrifying thing about self-doubt: it doesn't just keep you from getting a promotion. If left unchecked, it acts like a virus. It slowly bleeds into every single aspect of your life, your career, your relationships, your health, and your fundamental identity. Today, we are going to look at exactly how this slow fade happens. And more importantly, how you can stop it. To understand how self-doubt takes over, we need to see it in action. So, let's talk about someone we'll call Alex. Alex is smart, capable, and has a good heart. Alex represents you, me, and everyone listening. It starts in the career aspect. Alex sees a job posting for a senior position. It's exactly what they want. They meet 8 out of the 10 requirements. But as Alex hovers over the apply button, the whisper starts: what if they ask about those 2 things you don't know? You'll look stupid. You're not ready yet. Let's just wait another year. Alex closes the laptop. They don't apply. Nothing dramatic happens. The sky doesn't fall. But Alex has just rejected themselves before the world even had a chance to. A few months pass. The virus moves to the social aspect. Alex is in a meeting. A problem is brought up, and Alex immediately knows the solution. They open their mouth to speak, but the whisper returns: what if someone already thought of this? What if it's actually a dumb idea and your boss realizes you aren't that smart? Alex stays quiet. A colleague suggests a similar, inferior idea, and gets praised for it. Alex feels a pang of resentment, not at the colleague, but at themselves. They start shrinking. They become the person in the background. A year later, it infects the relationship aspect. Because Alex has been shrinking at work, their self-esteem is at rock bottom. They start dating someone new, someone wonderful. But the whisper is louder now: why do they like you? You aren't that successful. You aren't that attractive. They are going to figure out you're a fraud and leave. To protect themselves from the pain of being left, Alex starts pulling away. They pick fights. They seek constant reassurance, which exhausts their partner. Eventually, the relationship ends. Alex thinks, see? I knew I wasn't good enough. Look at what just happened. Over the course of 2 years, Alex didn't experience a massive catastrophe. But they lost a career leap, their professional voice, and a loving relationship. Self-doubt slowly convinced Alex to build their own cage and lock the door from the inside. When you let self-doubt drive the car, it doesn't just change your destination, it changes who you believe you are. Psychologically, this is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your brain hates cognitive dissonance. It wants your reality to match your beliefs. If you fundamentally doubt your worth, your brain will subconsciously force you to take actions, or entirely avoid taking actions, that prove you are unworthy. It kills your ambition because trying and failing feels like a confirmation of your worst fears, so you just stop trying. It kills your relationships because you can't accept love if you don't believe you deserve it. It kills your mental health because living with a relentless inner critic is exhausting. It drains your dopamine. It leaves you constantly anxious, waiting for the other shoe to drop. So, how do we stop the whisper? How do we cure the virus? First, you have to realize a hard truth. Confidence is not the absence of self-doubt. Confidence is taking action despite the doubt. We have this backward. We think, once I feel confident, I'll apply for the job. Once I feel secure, I'll speak up. No. Action precedes confidence. The only way to silence the whisper is to prove it wrong with undeniable evidence. The next time you hear that voice say, "You aren't ready," your response shouldn't be to argue with it. Your response should be, "You might be right. Let's find out." And then you press send. You raise your hand. You have the hard conversation. You have to stop negotiating with your self-doubt. Treat it like a backseat driver. It's allowed to be in the car, because fear is a natural human emotion, but it is absolutely not allowed to touch the steering wheel. Think about where you are holding back right now. Think about the email sitting in your drafts, the idea you haven't pitched, the boundary you haven't set. Is it because it's genuinely a bad idea? Or is it just the slow fade of self-doubt trying to keep you small? Thank you for listening. If this episode resonated with you, or if you know an Alex who needs to hear this, please share it with them. Until next time, take the wheel and keep moving forward.